I have an interview coming up and I'm terrified, or I haven't been to an interview for years and I won't know what to say, or it's my dream job and I'm afraid I'll mess it up. These are all statements, comments that I hear frequently from people contacting me about interview skills coaching. So over the course of this short video, I want to share with you a few practical tips, something what I would call triage coaching, a few distinctions, a few insights that hopefully are of immediate benefit to you. So let's start at the beginning. What exactly is an interview? Well, an interview is an opportunity for an employer or a course provider to find out more about you. Sometimes I think we bring an awful lot of baggage into an interview with us. But if we think of it basically, what exactly an interview is, they just want to find out more about you. If we break it down then, what are the nature of a lot of the questions at an interview? Well, they're asking you about your experiences and they're asking you about your opinions. And who knows your experiences or your opinions better than you do? So although it is a cliche and say you want to be yourself at the interview, how do you go about doing that? Well, you do that by showing up and answering the questions openly and honestly, having prepared and being professional. But one of the problems or one of the issues, or maybe the best phrase for it, is a misconception. One of the biggest misconceptions about interviews is that you feel you have to say what you think the interviewer wants to hear. And sorry to say this to you, but you're not a mind reader. You can't guess what the interviewer is looking to hear. And I always think the worst outcome for an interview is you show up saying what you think it is they want you to say and not getting the job. Whereas maybe if you just showed up and you were yourself and you answered the questions openly and honestly and professionally, having prepared, and you're not offered the job, well, what more could you have done? We all want to be hired for being ourselves. If we look at now one of the main causes of nervousness and anxiousness going to an interview, it's because there are many things that are outside of our control. We can prepare and we can think about some of the likely questions, maybe questions about our strengths or weaknesses, why we want to work there, competencies, examples of competencies. These are all things that we can prepare for, and details on how to do that are covered in my free ebook on how to excel at interviews, available through my website or the UK publisher's website, Bookboon. But there's still many things that we can't prepare for, and one of those is maybe a curveball question or an interviewer playing devil's advocate. The way we handle that is just recognizing it for what it is. They're just trying to test me a little, and my main purpose in responding to those questions is to retain composure. Take a deep breath, a sip of water, answer the question as best you can. The last bit I want to leave you with, and it's one thought or insight that you've probably not come across before, but it's one that I find useful and my clients find really useful. If you think about your own skills, your own experience, your own sense of professionalism, your own work ethic, it's not a stretch of the imagination to think that, well, wouldn't the company, wouldn't the employer be lucky to have you as part of their team? And that's a thought we don't often think, but yet it's no better or no worse a thought than, what if they don't like me? I always think it's about aligning our thoughts with what serves us best. So hopefully that and the other tips have been of practical benefit to you. And if you have an interview coming up, I wish you the best of luck.